Sponsor X involved 70 people, 5 external teams, countless time zones, and Smartsheet brought it all together.
Welcome to Smartsheet on Smartsheet, an inside look at how we use our own tool to accomplish our goals.
In 2022, Smartsheet became an official sponsor of the McLaren Formula One racing team. The CEO of McLaren challenged us to think big about how we could push the boundaries of this sponsorship. My name is Laura Murdoch, and I'm a marketing program manager at Smartsheet. Smartsheet is all about empowering people to drive meaningful change and helping people do work that matters. Marketing representation on a Formula One car is a big deal, even for big brands. So, in partnership with McLaren, we decided we would give our spot on the cars to a deserving nonprofit and actually put their branding on the cars instead of ours. Since the launch of Sponsor X, we have worked with 4 incredible nonprofits: Deadly Science, the Hidden Genius Project, STEAMco, and Girl Start. These nonprofits are doing amazing things, and their stories ought to be heard. We set out to take a 9 to 12 month campaign and get it done in basically 3 months. Smartsheet was going to be our single source of truth, and we needed that desperately. When I say we, I'm talking about 3 different teams and their extended parties. You had Smartsheet, the nonprofit, and Formula One McLaren Racing. When you have 3 different teams that need to approve the same asset, you need something like Smartsheet proofing. In the lead up to race week, there is so much happening with earned media, press, social, across so many different channels. We built a launch report in Smartsheet where day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, we could track exactly what needed to go live, when, who was on point. Everyone could gravitate to that report in Smartsheet for that information. One of the things I love about Smartsheet is I get to flex a little bit of creative muscle in the way that I put together this ecosystem of how this team is going to work together. Some of the artifacts in Smartsheet are going to sound really familiar to PMs out there. Your project plan, your RAID log, where you track all of your issues, your RACI, or your roles and responsibilities matrix, that was essential. You have to know before you head into a project who's going to be on point for what, and it's a great way to do that. Another thing we did is we built an editorial calendar for all of the social posts that would be happening across all handles and channels. We even did reviews in that sheet, so we could get really precise on where the copy lived, where the assets lived, who needed to approve. We really got into a good rhythm with the McLaren team on approvals. As soon as a social post was ready for their approval, we set up automations so their team was aware when something was ready. You can see immediately if someone has approved it, and they can drop comments at precise time-stamped moments, which is absolutely essential if you're reviewing a video.
My name is Shelby Jensen, and I am a public relations manager at Smartsheet. Assets are reviewed and approved within our Smartsheet proofing capabilities, and then once it's final, it is then uploaded to Brandfolder, so it takes out the mystery of what's done and what isn't. We also use Brandfolder for our external-facing media kit. Before the initiative launches, we're able to share all approved assets with media using a share link in Brandfolder.
The first time we did Sponsor X, there was a lot of building from the ground up. But once we had launched the first iteration, the next couple times we did it, I could templatize all of those artifacts for the next iteration. Then it was all about fine-tuning. We were saving days of work by doing that. And then when we took things a step further with Smartsheet Control Center, in just a few clicks, we could initiate blueprints with all of these project artifacts. It really up-leveled us, so we were focused on risks and issues at hand and program strategy.
One of the most rewarding results we saw was media all over the globe highlighting the amazing stories of the nonprofits that we were highlighting with Sponsor X.
The nonprofits involved with Sponsor X, we give them Smartsheet for life for their teams. So even beyond the racetrack, Smartsheet is helping these nonprofits extend their mission out in the world and drive meaningful change, and I think that's really special.